All right, go ahead. One more time, straight up at the skylight.
Damian Lillard from Oakland, California, Weber State University.
It seemed like we were heading here, and it was just a matter of time and a matter of what Damian Lillard wanted to do.
One thing I'm going to do is face the music. I'm going to stand tall in whatever the situation is.
I thank God, I know we are blessed. Can't let them RIP me to death.
Yeah, man, so, it's good to be back doing this again 10 years later.
That's crazy, bro.
That's, wild to think about.
I felt like my rookie year was so much more connected to, my high school story, my college story, being unknown. I got to prove it. I got to show them, you know what I mean? And sweeping Rookie of the Month in the same conference as the #1 pick, and the favorite to be Rookie of the Year, and then actually winning Rookie of the Year. In my head, I was like, people could look at this like a fluke, you know what I mean? So I kind of switched from just trying to prove to people that I was worthy of being the 6th pick to now it's time to take it up a level. I'm gonna be an all-star, we gonna win. I knew what it was to have some success, but it was now I gotta be on a different level so we can win. I gotta match LA's level, as a guard. Because that was my mentality the whole time with him was I wanna be the best complementary piece to him that I can be so we can win. Going into that second year, I didn't have that break over that summer where it was I'm gonna just chill, I got something done. I was all right, next step.
Of course, being a point guard, you're the natural leader on the team. How do you feel stepping into being more of a vocal leader by example? Do you feel like that's a place that you're ready to go?
I'm a lot more comfortable now. I was comfortable last year, but it was I'm a rookie. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But I think I've earned everybody on our team's respect, from the coaches to the players. And they know who I am now, so it's not like they think I'm trying to do too much or take over anything, or they know where my head is in the right place. So I'm more comfortable leading the team and being one of the leaders on this team. I'm wearing a sleeve this year, I know what I'm about to do. I know what to expect. That along with what we added to our team really carried us. We brought in Mo Williams, we brought in Earl Watson, we got D Wright that year. We had T. Rob that year. We drafted CJ that summer. We drafted Allen Crabbe that summer. We still had Will Barton. We still had Myers. We was deep. Going into that second year, it was time to really get down,
So now just 4.2 seconds remaining for the Trailblazers.
My first year, I had some moments where it was I had the game winner against New Orleans.
Batum to the corner. Here's Babbitt. Back to Lillard. Lillard for the win.
At the Garden, when we playing the Knicks, I hit a big shot to close the game out.
Lillard pulls up for 3. Oh, he puts it in. What a shot from the rim.
But I think I had so many moments in that season where it would be the end of the game and I would come in the huddle give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the ball. Because that wasn't the personality of nobody else on the team. So I was always saying it, and sometimes they would give it to me and sometimes they wouldn't. But I was always down for the moment, whether it was sink or swim or have to fail or whatever. I always was I do this. In college, I did this. When I was growing up, I never walked away from a basket without counting down 3, 2, 1, hitting the game winner. And I would do it multiple times. I wouldn't just hit one and leave. I'm I got to prove it to myself I could do it again. I'd make 5 game winners before I walk away.
That is where it all started, man. Concrete, hard rims, plastic backboard, you know what I'm saying? Gotta start somewhere.
So in my mind, I was always trying to cut somebody's head off. I'm trying to end it, And it was just a lot of those moments where I was just coming through. And then it just got to the point where it was when the end of the game came, he would just draw it up for me to get the ball. And in my second year, I think I hit 6 or 7 game winners. And I hit one in Cleveland.
Expect Lillard to be the go-to guy here. Mo Williams is out there as well. Here comes G again. Mano a mano. Kenny shutting down. like he did last year. Oh, are you kidding me? At the hole.
And then the next day in Detroit, I hit another one against Detroit.
Lillard drives, spins, fires, fills it. 1/10 of a
And after that, it was like, at the end of the game, like if it was a tie game, if we was down and we was like drawing up something in the huddle, it got to the point where like Mo, D. Wright, you know, T. Rob, they'd be tapping me like, bruh, end it. Like they just knew I was getting the ball and like go win the game. I started to think like, I'm supposed to make it every time. Like I'm never gonna miss. That's kind of how I started to think. So you fast forward to a situation like Houston where we actually down two.
Portland Trailblazers trying to do something they have not done since 2000, and that is advance and win a playoff series. We're down to 10 seconds left. Harden loses the handle, got it back. Harden between the legs, Harden the jumper, off the rim, no good. Lopez tried to keep it, Parsons scores with 9/10 left. Somehow he found it, and the Rockets lead. Unbelievable.
In that moment, I wasn't thinking like, if we lose, we going to game 7. I'm just like, it's 0.9 seconds. We down 2. I'm going for him. Like, and as I'm walking on the court, I'm kind of going back and forth. Like, this is one of those times where like he's going for the safe route. Like, let's just clear everybody out. Let's lob it to LA and let's go to overtime. And I'm thinking to myself, like it just wasn't sitting right with me. Like, man, like, what if the pass don't get there? All this stuff I'm thinking. And Mo Williams is walking because he's lined up next to me. We walking on the court and he like, hey, man, go get the goddamn ball. I'm like, bruh, like, we drew up the lob. I don't want to break the play because I'm like respectful to my coach. So I'm just like, man, Mo like, hey, man, like, our season on the line, like, you've been doing this. Like, go get the ball. So I'm just standing there and, you know, I see the referee handling the ball. I just took off.
And Howard is defending Aldridge. So in case the Blazers go for a 2 to their best player, Howard is defending it.
I just remember, like, after I made the shot, like, I was living in the arena, you know? Like, I was just like, in Portland, everybody going crazy. Like, the arena they was going crazy. I got in the car and I was leaving the arena and I saw, it was damn near like a parade. Like, people hanging out their cars, people like with their jerseys, because they hadn't won a series since '99. So it was like 15 years later, like, you win a series in that fashion, like, they like, we back, you know what I'm saying? Like, we won 54 games, we got a point guard, we got LA, you know what I'm saying? It was like a shot to the city to like be back on the right track. And it was just, I'm in my car like bumper to bumper behind people and they just outside going crazy. I'm looking on like Instagram, Twitter, and it's just like everything that I scroll through is just me. It was like, damn, like, this really was loud. Like, this was a big thing. So, I don't know. You start seeing all this .9 stuff and Dame time. I think that's really when, like, Dame time really, like, took off. You know, people start really getting into it at that time. That's when it went from, like, oh, he can do this to, like, I think people that watch NBA basketball started to just expect me to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Let's bring it in. Here we go. Hard work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard work. Discipline. Damian, if you don't interchange, Wes Matthews is sitting right here taking away everything.
Coming back and then, like, us letting Mo go, it was like, it was weird for me because I feel like I made the leap that I made. Obviously, I had a good summer, but like over the course of the season, I was getting better over the course of my second season because I was like becoming so much more of a student because I had more teachers. Earl Watson and Mo Williams, after I would get done with DV and working out and stuff, they would take me in our team film room and I watched film with those two. Like, I literally watched film with Mo on my right, Earl on my left. No coaches, no none of that. And they like, see right here, like, you know you a scorer, you know, but when you hit 2 threes in a row or when you get going, you still got to be willing to make the next play and make the right play to keep the team off balance. You know, when you get hot, that's going to make you be able to stay hot for 3 quarters or, you know, the third and fourth quarter instead of you just shooting your whole wide in the third because you're trying to get to it and you're going to start shooting over 2 people and, you know, forcing shots because you hot. Instead of that, like, you come off, if 2 people there, advance the ball. If 2 people come to you, drag them out, hit it in the pocket. If you can't get the ball, don't be wasting your energy running around trying to shake people and get the ball. Like, be patient. Like, it was a lot of conversations like that in the film room with those 2. So like when Earl retired and Mo is gone now, I'm like, man, like I really felt like I was growing with them. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of turned me on to the business side of it. We let go of Mo, and you know, I was just like, man, like they really don't care. Like it's whatever they feel like is best for the team at that time, or you know, whatever those negotiations or whatever's going on, like shit can change fast. And then, you know, the 3rd year, LA leave. So like when he left, I was like, bro, this shit is fragile. Like anything can happen. He was gone. Before my 3rd year, I know that they was like trying to get him to sign the extension. I remember seeing something where he said, I'm gonna just re-sign next summer. Like he didn't sign the extension and I didn't think nothing of it. Like now, if somebody said that right now, I'd be like, yeah, he probably thinking about something different. But at the time, I'm like, maybe he'd get more money if he just signed next summer. I didn't really think nothing of it because I felt like in that playoffs, me and him reached a different level connection-wise on the court. And then, you know, coming into that 3rd year, I felt like, you know, we came out and we was on the roll. Like we just kind of continued it for most of the season. And he hurt his thumb, and then Wes got hurt, and then, you know, it just seemed like stuff stopped going well. When he came back, we wasn't playing well. We was having like some little adversity. You know, we limped into the playoffs. A lot of people was hurt. And we lose to Memphis in the first round, the season end. And I remember when it came time for free agency, they was just like, you know, we got some meetings. You know, we're gonna go meet with LA, blah, blah. Is you guys' relationship salvageable? That's what the team was asking me. And I was just like, is our relationship salvageable? Like, what you talking about? Me and him never had an argument, nothing. Like this whole time I thought we was smooth. Like I thought we was cool. And they looking at me kind of confused, like, you serious? I'm like, I don't see what the issue is. So I walk out of the meeting with them and I'm just like, is our relationship salvageable? I'm thinking to myself, like, why would they ask me that? So I'm walking to the car, I call LA, like, L, what's up? And he like, what's up, bro? I'm like, we supposed to be coming to meet you. Like, why they, you know what I'm saying? Why they asking me? He like, man, you know, I'm hearing that, you know, people saying it's your team and, you know, they telling me it's my team and they gonna do this and all this other stuff. I don't know who's saying what, so, you know, it's too late now. Like, you know, I'm gonna move on. That's what he's saying to me on the phone. So I'm like, all right, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought everything was smooth. I ain't even know none of this stuff existed, you know what I mean? So we get off the phone. Shortly after that, it came out, like he signed with the Spurs. You know, I was more confused because I'm like, I never even been in their offices before today. Like I never was in the office before today. So I'm like, it had to be just like rumors of people saying that, you know, they telling Dame one thing and telling you something. It took for us to be on different teams for 4 years for me to talk to them like, bro, like they never said nothing about no team or none of that to me. I never even had no conversations with them outside of when I see them at the arena or at practice on the court and they shake my hand. Like, how is everything? Like, we finally got to the bottom of it. Like, man, it was really just other people saying stuff. And I was just like, bro, I never really cared about, you know, who team it is and who city it is or none of that. I was trying to be the best compliment to you. You know, it really was just the fact that, you know, he was hearing that they was telling me one thing and telling him something different. And, you know, he went through that with B-Roy once before. So he was like, I'm just gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you ever have that, like, what if moment? Like, what do you think the potential of you and LaMarcus Aldridge, like LaMarcus in his prime and you, like, developing into the player that you developed?
I felt like in the next 1 or 2 years we would have won it because we was like one of the best teams my second year, just inexperienced. We was one of the best teams for a long time. My third year just had a lot of injuries, like major injuries. I feel like that fourth year would have been a good year. You got to think we had Will Barton stepping into his fourth year too. Like, Will played well for us over the years. Like, okay, CJ played well in the playoffs when we lost to Memphis. Now you got CJ. So now you got two really good guards today coming off your bench. You got West coming back. You likely bring Batum back. You got Robin Lopez at center. You got Kaman coming off the bench at the 5. You got T-Rob still on your bench. Like, I feel like if we come back like that and now we a year more experienced and a year better, would have been even better. So I think within those next 2 years, we'd have won it for sure. I feel like we would have won a championship.
When I walk inside the room, bitch, I'm the captain now. Lillard University, flying colors, cap and gown. Tailor time for a suit, shiny shoe, dapper down. Play me for a joke, they wasn't woke.
Bags, I got the cash, don't cheat yourself. The streets is swell.
Life for me ain't been a crystal stair. I knew he wouldn't lead me astray. I read the manual, he say, if you get a little, make the most of what they hand you. Seen cash passed around, buzz sitting on the scale. Tension and the friction, man, I knew that shit too well. On the bus with great whites, piranhas, and killer whales. Was just a little slower till I came up out my shell, gave them hell. Ooh.